Josh Allen's "I'm ready" moment before Bills' doomed final possession hits hard. The Buffalo Bills almost did it. They were right there, just inches away from breaking their playoff curse and knocking off the two-time defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. In the closing moments of the AFC Championship game, with everything on the line, Josh Allen had the chance to be the hero. But as we all know by now, football is a game of inches, and in this case, the inches didn't fall in Buffalo's favor. The Bills' last possession ended in heartbreaking fashion, a brutal fourth down drop by tight end Dalton Kincaid. Despite Allen putting the ball in the perfect spot, it was a devastating way to end a valiant effort that almost had the Bills walking off the field as AFC champions. Yet, what makes it even more tragic, what really stings for Bills fans and anyone who's been rooting for Allen, is what was captured on camera just before that final doomed drive. As the Chiefs took a 32-29 lead, Allen was seen seemingly saying, "I'm ready, ready for his moment, ready to take his team to the Super Bowl." It's a sentiment that should have been the setup for an iconic, game-winning drive. It should have been the moment where Allen led his team to glory, proving he's not just the best quarterback in the AFC, but the best quarterback in the league. Instead, it ended in heartbreak, a missed opportunity, and it now rings as one of the most tragic moments of his career. The weight of "I'm ready," that phrase, "I'm ready," will now go down as one of the most heartbreaking things to hear from a player in such a critical moment. It's like a snapshot of the hope, the anticipation, and the confidence that Allen had right before everything unraveled. But instead of a heroic drive, what followed was a missed chance and a series of unfortunate events that saw Kincaid drop the ball on fourth down, sealing the Bills' fate. It's especially hard to watch knowing how much Allen has gone through to get to this point. Every time it seems like the Bills have a real chance to knock off the Chiefs and finally reach the Super Bowl, something always goes wrong. It's like the Bills spontaneously combust every time they face their biggest challenge. The curse of the Chiefs. For Allen, this isn't just another playoff loss. It feels like a personal defeat, a missed opportunity to silence the critics and to put an end to the Chiefs' reign over the AFC. After all, he's one of the best quarterbacks of his generation. But every time he's been faced with the Chiefs in the postseason, something has slipped away. Whether it's a missed throw, a dropped pass, or a defensive collapse, the Bills just can't seem to break through. And for Bills fans, it's the same painful story. Year after year, watching this team go toe-to-toe with the NFL's latest dynasty, only to watch it all fall apart at the most crucial moment. What's next for Josh Allen and the Bills? So, what's next for Josh Allen and his team? The good news is that they're still one of the most talented teams in the NFL. The bad news? They'll have to wait until next year to try again. Allen will no doubt carry the weight of this loss with him. But if there's anything we know about him, it's that he's not one to back down from a challenge. The Bills will be back next year, reloaded and ready to fight again. But until then, Allen and his teammates will have to live with the haunting reality of what could have been. The Super Bowl was within their grasp, and for a fleeting moment, Allen was ready to seize it. But as the clock ticked down, the dream slipped away, and that's what makes this moment sting the most. Closing remarks. If you felt that gut punch of disappointment with the Bills, make sure to like and share this story with your fellow NFL fans. And don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth analysis, highlights, and all the latest on the NFL playoffs as the journey to the Super Bowl continues. Deal with it, America. Patrick Mahomes and Chiefs defeat Bills to win AFC title and keep Super Bowl three-peat dream alive. Well, America. Looks like we're stuck with them. In a game that felt like a high-octane roller coaster, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs defeated Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills to capture the AFC Championship for a third straight year, keeping their hopes of a Super Bowl three-peat alive. Sorry, Buffalo fans. Better luck next year, or, the next 17 years. Maybe. It was the type of game that gets NFL fans' hearts racing, where one last-minute drive could make or break a team's season. The Bills, trailing by just 3 points with 3:33 left on the clock, were given one last shot at glory, a situation that, in most quarterbacks' minds, is the moment to shine and etch their names into NFL lore. If only things were so simple when facing the juggernaut that is the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs. Masters of the clutch moment. Why are the Chiefs a dynasty? You ask? Well, the answer is simple. This team has made a habit of rising to the occasion when the game is on the line. It's like clockwork at this point. Sure, it's not always pretty, and sometimes it feels like the whole world is rooting for them to lose. But at the end of the day, the Chiefs always find a way to win when it matters most. And the AFC Championship was no different. The Chiefs made just enough plays to survive the Buffalo onslaught, with a crucial defensive stop inside the 2-minute warning, followed by a last-minute turnover on downs. With that, Kansas City sealed a 32-29 victory and punched their ticket to Super Bowl 59, where they'll face the Philadelphia Eagles in New Orleans on February 9th. Get your popcorn ready. This is going to be one for the ages. A classic AFC Championship showdown. If you've been living under a rock and somehow missed it, let me catch you up. The Chiefs and Bills are not new to these late-game heroics. For the last few seasons, they've been exchanging blows in some of the most thrilling playoff matchups in recent memory. This one? Definitely no exception. While many of the other playoff games this season have been lacking in drama, this one delivered big time. First half, Kansas City comes out swinging. Now, we all know the Chiefs have Mahomes, but the offense hasn't always been the juggernaut we've come to expect. In fact, the Chiefs' offense didn't crack the 30-point mark in a single game during the regular season. But against the Bills? Well, they came out strong. Kansas City scored 21 points before halftime, and it didn't take long for them to make their mark. The game opened with a solid drive capped off by a Kareem Hunt touchdown that gave the Chiefs a 7-0 lead. The Bills weren't about to roll over though, they fought back, taking the lead for a short time before the Chiefs put together a 14-point run. The key moment came from wide receiver Xavier Worthy, who stole a pass out of a defender's hands to set up a 3-yard rushing touchdown by Mahomes, putting the Chiefs up 21-10. The Bills weren't just going to let the game slip away, though. They needed to score before halftime, and they did. Josh Allen connected with Mac Hollins for a spectacular 34-yard touchdown. Despite being interfered with on the play, they tried to take the 2-point conversion after a penalty, but Allen's quarterback sneak was stopped just short. Still, it was a manageable 21-16 deficit heading into the second half. Second half, a battle of wits and guts. Now, buckle up, folks. The second half was the kind of football we live for. A defensive battle turned into a thrilling back-and-forth exchange, with the Bills seizing the lead at one point. On a 4th and goal from the 1-yard line, Bills running back James Cook was hit just short of the goal line but showed incredible determination, stretching the ball over for a touchdown. With that, Buffalo took a 22-21 lead. And let's not forget the 4th down gutsy decision earlier that set up this moment. Allen's keeper on 4th down got them to this point, showing the kind of aggression we don't always see from Sean McDermott in crunch time situations. But hey, boldness pays off. Unfortunately, not all 4th down plays went the Bills' way. A crucial 4th and inches attempt later in the game saw Allen get stopped on a quarterback sneak. The call was reviewed but upheld. Buffalo turned it over on downs. And you can guess what happened next. The Chiefs capitalized. The Chiefs take control. Mahomes does Mahomes things. After the Bills' turnover on downs, the Chiefs did what they do best, they took control. Mahomes led a quick drive into Buffalo territory, with a huge assist from a face mask penalty on linebacker Matt Milano and some slick moves from Worthy. But the Bills weren't going to make it easy, and the Chiefs were backed up after a sack. On 2nd and goal from the 17-yard line, Mahomes' first 2 passes fell incomplete, leaving the Chiefs with just a field goal to show for their efforts. But that was enough. The Chiefs led 32-29 with 3:33 remaining. The game was now in the hands of Allen and the Bills. The Bills' last shot. With just over 3 minutes left, Buffalo had one last shot at redemption. But the Chiefs' defense stood tall, forcing a hurried throw from Allen on 4th down that fell incomplete. Dalton Kincaid couldn't haul it in. And with that, the Chiefs took over on downs. Game over. It's not the ending the Bills were hoping for, but it's the one we've come to expect from Mahomes and the Chiefs. They've been here before, and they know how to win in the clutch. Super Bowl bound. Kansas City versus Philadelphia. And just like that, the Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl. with a chance to make history and secure a third straight championship. For the Bills, it's back to the drawing board. But they'll be back. We'll be seeing them again next season. Now, folks, let's get ready for Super Bowl 59. The Kansas City Chiefs will face off against the Philadelphia Eagles on February 9th in New Orleans. And it promises to be a showdown for the ages. Closing remarks. That's it for today. Folks, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button. Share this video with your fellow football fans. And don't forget to subscribe for more analysis, updates, and the latest sports buzz. Until next time, keep the faith. And remember, the Chiefs are coming for that third ring. Stay tuned.